Some things early in the mail from Amazon. Cat for scale. Pretty excited to see what this is. I think it's probably my motherboard, and I don't know what that is. Maybe RAM or a warranty. I'm not sure. Let's figure this out. Is it still playing? Yes, it is. Okay. This is my water cooler. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. Like heavy. Oh, what? 2 for 1. The cat is very excited to jump in the box, which she will definitely be able to do in just a moment. So, I was not expecting to get that processor. So what? Riddle this is in here. RAM. That's what I got so far. I gotta sell us another box today. I was supposed to get my case, but I guess I'll have another story about that in a moment. Let's get to this and see what this is about. Yes, and she is here as well for reference. Cat for size. I think she's just gonna join us for the whole thing. Oh yeah. Get this one. Boom. Pretty much what I expected. This is my power supply. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's badass thing. Another box for the cat. Oh, come on now. I'll try to set this up in some sort of nice fashion. I don't know. I guess this is fine here. I'll take this and throw this over here. Grumble. Was I not recording the whole time? But you only took a picture and you gotta say everything over again. Anyway, I thought my case was gonna come yesterday and it didn't. I checked at the door at 9, 10, and 11, and then I got in the shower, and then in between that time of me being in the shower, they came and knocked on my door and they're like, yeah, we've got all these options here, but we'll just try again tomorrow. So I was pretty salty about that, whatever. I was ready for them today. They didn't come. Because they said I had to sign for the case for some reason, even though all this stuff costs more. But it's okay, because I took the day off early, came home, they pretty much knocked on the door as soon as I got home. And they just left it at the door and peaced out, so I didn't have to sign for it. But it's here, that's fine. She's here for scale. She has going to have a nice assortment of boxes. She already does. Let's be real. Alright, so let's open this up. And unlike previous ones, we will get to building here. I'll probably have to edit this because I figure I'll probably have to read a bunch of manuals, but I'll keep you guys filled in, make it nice. box in a box. What? Boxception. I'm so grunty. I'm sorry, guys. I just grunt master flex after work. Just old man. Just gonna burp this thing. Ugh. Oh, yeah. It looks like it's been touched with human hands. Oh, but... Okay, good. I thought that was like metal for a second. It's just plastic. Oh my gosh. What happened there? Oh, the new Asus smell. Alright, it looks pretty. I'm gonna bust it out and get to work on this. Like jumping into this, I kind of skipped a little bit, but you know, I installed my processor. This thing came with like this little processor installation assistant thing, and like had I used it, it would be in there with it, like around the edges and shit like that, but I don't know, it just didn't really seem like a thermally efficient type of setup, so I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure processor's going without this, so screw that. Oh, shit. Failure. Okay. So I'm getting into my water cooler. Over here. I have like two sets of these things that just kind of like clip on. See like the little clip right there, little tiny clip. And then there's another O-ring thing that clips onto this thing that keeps it on. Now I'm sticking these little like double-sided like tape things on the bottom of this, which this goes on the underside of the motherboard, and this is what the all-in-one screws into. Well, getting at it. This thing. Secure this thing to our pump, which is on top of our processor. So, fun stuff. Hey, so we got our little screw guys. Oh, sorry, little screw guys. There. And now we're gonna mount this. We're gonna mount this part on to the processor, and we'll have to mount this into the slidable bracket on this. Awesome about cases nowadays, my case, is that they have these sliding radiator brackets. You just gotta like remove some screws. Like there's like 2 on this side. There's like 3 like on this side, kind of like that, but it comes out so that you can slap that radiator on here. Makes for a much easier installation. You got stuff all hanging around and stuff while you're trying to put it in there. Yeet. To our fans here. I got one out right here. And this little setup I got going to make sure the hoses feel okay while I'm installing these. And I'll be attaching it to the frame thing. So I got these long black screws. Got 4 of these going through here. Check it out in a sec. Bada bing! Bada boom! Hey, there you go. There's some on there. Alright, we're gonna put this in here now. Stay tuned. So, yeah. So these hoses won't reach all the way over here into this corner. Like whenever you pick this up and turn it, put it in. So yeah, I basically put the sliding bracket on backwards and the fans on the radiator backwards. So fun times. You're like, where do these cables plug in? It's like I'm missing cables. I'm like, probably help if I unbox my power supply, huh? Epic failure. I don't know how this thing can just turn on and work, so I think this turns it on. Nothing. Ha 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 ha! Yes. I mean, I think that laugh was a little overrated. My fans aren't syncing with my motherboard lights right now, so I'll work on that. But it lives and breathes and downloads, so perfection to come. Look at my craziness. I'm just a mess. Cat for scale. God. Just a man who's on the brink of insanity. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I am exhausted. There's the old system over there, which I will be putting this card in whenever I get a chance, just to have something else, I don't know, backup. So here it is. Hey. What was the hardest part about this? Probably the all-in-one. Putting the all-in-one fan on it and connecting all the cables and finding out where all the cables are supposed to go. Other than that, every other single part on this was great. Like every other part on this was just great. Just that radiator was hard. So, I'll go ahead and just. Well, that's not good. I'm hitting something. That's not good. Back to the drawing board. See what that was, but I had to get in here. It was like, I don't know. All I did was remove my dust tray underneath my power supply and put it back in, and it stopped. But I guess this is a good moment just to kind of check out the cable management. I mean, it's not super beautiful, but at least like the tie downs like push everything back behind them, and it's just like, hey, check out my cool tie downs. But yeah, let's get the panel back on and Mess with some lighting effects, play some games. I'm ready to play some games. I need to. Yeah. Um, maybe another video later to come when I'm like really happy with it or something. Woo! Hey, so last video, it's been a while. So I mean, this was my first PC build. It's kind of like one of my first like video edits as well. So what I've done, it's been like probably like 2 months or so. So what I've done since then is, as you see the third fan there, it looks a little bit different from the other two. It's because it's flipped around. This is so that instead of blowing the air out, it's actually pulling air in. So the front two fans, there's one fan there, and there's also a fan down there. But there's a gap right there. You see this gap? So the idea is that it's pulling air in, and as you see, there are fan ducts in the top. So it's pulling air in, you know, through the bottom here and also through right here. So it's kind of going in like this motion here, and these two fans are blowing the hot air out, which normally this PC stands, you know, vertically. I just like to have it horizontal for showcase time. And then of course it has the exhaust fan in the back, which is when it's PC is sitting vertically, it's at the top. So you know, heat rises, but when you got this many fans in the system, it hardly matters. There's 6 fans in it, plus the power supply, which it has a ducts at the bottom. So I have that mounted so that it blows out, so that doesn't even blow into the system at all. So I mean, yeah, it's got enough fans that, you know, heat rising doesn't really play too much into it. But even so, we're working, you know, we're working with it instead of against it. So everything kind of goes in this kind of fashion. Whoop. So everything's going out that way, everything's coming in this way, and then this way. So usually the CPU, right now it's kind of at an idle state. I'm not playing any games. As you can see, I got a little bit of, glasses a little dirty. I was doing a little cleaning earlier and didn't clean my case, so got a little bit of splatter. But this, it's not running any games. It's not, you know, doing anything right now. So it's running at about 36, it says. So that's like almost as low as it can run. You know, as low as I've ever seen it run is usually like 35. When it runs games, you know, it runs around the 50 degrees Celsius area, pretty much on average. And that's like, you know, I'll leave the game running for like a day. So you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good system. I like it a lot. I actually wanted to get the case that was supposed to come out after this one, the Fantex Evolve X. I could never really get the motherboard and the fans to sync up. Right now they're both on the Aurora color, so it's just kind of, they're just kind of cycle through the colors, and it's kind of synced up. I mean, as you can see, like the fans themselves aren't even really synced up to like the same colors, so it all kind of like meshes together, like it's acting like it's synced up, but it's really not. So I mean, this is my fan. Oh, hold on. This is actually the motherboard's set. And normally what I like to do for this is I usually have it on the color cycle, which is like the Aurora mode, or I'll go to smart. I go to smart a lot and I'll put it on temperature, and I like to have this set to 40 and have temperature 2 set to 60. So it'll be green if it's underneath 40 degrees, and if it goes above that, it'll go yellow, and then if it's above 60 degrees, it goes red. So that I know if my CPU is overheating or not. Which, you know, if it's not above like something around like 80, it's actually pretty much fine. So I mean, I can apply that right now, and I can also apply that to my fans as well, which I like to do a lot. Right now, I just kind of had it on the Aurora mode. I would like to have this first one set on thermal, and then I just have the rest set to copy color, especially, or excuse me, including number 4, which is actually the all-in-one pump. So if they're both set, as you can see, everything on the motherboard itself is green right now, which means it's underneath 40 degrees, and as you can see on the motherboard LED, it's at 35 degrees Celsius. So the fans are blue right now, which basically means they're, as you know, they're good too. They're not having to worry or anything like that, and they'll go basically through the color spectrum all the way up to like red. It's like something like blue, green, yellow, orange, red. That's what the fans do. The motherboard just does green, yellow, red. But other than that, normally when I'm just like having fun or whatever, not playing games, just like listening to music, I'll just put everything on like a sound control or something like that. I think I like to have it like this whenever I like it on the music control. And when I come over here on my motherboard sound settings, I'll put that one on music too. Because like I said, I can't get my fans on my motherboard to sync up, so what I can do is I can set them both to music settings. And one of my favorite settings on this is funk. And what funk does is, by default, it has it on blue. I like this light blue because that's super cool. And whenever it hits a certain like volume, it will change colors and go to an Aurora setting. But whenever that threshold goes away, it goes back to blue. As you can see, the fans right now aren't even lit up, except for the middle one because it's on a certain sound setting where it has 2 lights, and it'll go like this. But the other 2 ones are kind of basically gonna look like volume things that will go around in circles. So we'll put on something here, and I think that'll be set to a certain amount, or it won't actually trigger the funk setting. So you got to trigger the funk. All right, so I'll have it down low, and you'll see that it won't actually be working until I turn it up high enough. And I got a keyboard that just has like this little dial thing, so Rick it, let's go. Maybe I'm too high. It's not working. Out of mind, out of line, almost lost my sight. I don't know why I do this. I feel like I might lose you. Out of drugs, out of luck, so let's compromise. The floor is raising, the sky is falling. The tides are turning, my eyes are burning. Head in the clouds, and I'm not coming down. I used to swim, now let it sink. I wanna give you what I can do. And I hate different days. Oh, well, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I got this thing overclocked up, up to 5 gigahertz. See if I can as you can see, it's at 4.9.4.3 right now currently. I mean, it's limited to 5. So I mean, I guess it's not going to completely hit it. It's got a little bit of a limiter put on it as well, just to give it a small buffer. So I guess it's going to sit right there, right below 5. But yeah, as you can see, most thing that's limiting this right now is it's usually the disk. Right now, it's actually saying the RAM for some reason. I mean, I do have quite a few apps opened, including a video editor, because this is the day that I'm making this video. It's been quite a while. But yeah, usually it's the disk, because I have a really old SATA hard drive in it, and one day I will get the that good old nvme drive for it. But until then, yeah. Let me know if you got a Steam account and play some games.